Insomniac's Wolverine game is reportedly targeting a mature rating. This comes from Video Games Chronicle. According to Giant Bomb reporter Jeff Grubb, who shared supposed details on the in-development project during a live stream on Thursday. Hard R is what they're going for. That's one of the concepts I've heard, Grubb said. I think an M-rated Wolverine could work. I think an M-rated superhero game could work. And this is probably the right character. He added later, they will also avoid having any links to anything that evokes the Fox movies. They want it to stand completely on its own. I was trying to nail down the setting, and I've heard it'll start before he joins the X-Men, which also makes sense for a Wolverine game. Which, James, first of all, I want to point out there, I think this is great. I think Insomniac does a fantastic job focusing on a character, and then digging into that character. I don't really want... There's too many team-up games happening right now with Gotham Knights, Suicide Squad, Avengers just getting, canned, we don't really know the future of these big.
Even Spider-Man 2 is a team-up game.
That's true, but so is Ratchet and Clank. But you only play as one character in Ratchet and Clank.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you don't, but you do.
Yeah, because you use Clank.
There are sections where you play as Clank.
Yeah, that's true. Or going through small areas. You can it'll force you into him. Yeah, that's true. Jeff also says maybe another surprising thing for me is that I've heard 2 different dates for this game. I've heard as early as fall 2024, which would be wild. Insomniac is putting out Spider-Man 2 this fall. I've also heard internally that they're still very much talking about 2025. So let's not be surprised if that happens.
But if anyone can pull off releasing 2 major AAA massive games in back-to-back years, it's Insomniac. The game will be a standalone title directed by Brian Horton and Cameron Christian, who are the creative leads on Spider-Man Miles Morales. Announcing the Wolverine game, Insomniac's head of franchise strategy and studio relations, Ryan Schneider, said, in the vein of our Spider-Man games, our goal here is to not only respect the DNA of what makes the character so popular, but also look for opportunities to make it feel fresh and truly reflect the Insomniac spirit. Even though Marvel's Wolverine is very, very early in development, from what I've seen of its emotional narrative and cutting-edge gameplay, no pun intended, I assume, the team is already creating something truly special.
I got a couple things to ask you about this, James.
Okay.
What's the perfect setting for a Wolverine game?
No fucking clue.
Really?
Maybe
Canada.
A small... Yeah.
Woods?
Woods. Like a small lodging town, maybe. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's got to have some divey-ass bar that you frequent.
Yeah. I don't want it to be I want it to be the opposite of Spider-Man, where in Spider-Man, you're swinging around and you have J. Jonah Jameson in your ear talking about we hate Spider-Man, blah, blah, blah. I want it to be Wolverine's he has interactions with people that most of his interactions are people that think he's a bum, literally just going to the bar and stuff, drinking. But what's the moment-to-moment gameplay in Wolverine?
I think it's going to be smaller. I think it's going to be a lot more interiors, a lot more inside of smaller buildings.
Mm-hmm.
I can see I don't know, I don't want to say dialogue options, but a heavier focus on person-to-person dialogue.
Yeah.
But I'm curious how they balance that with the combat, what that's going to feel like, because Wolverine is much heavier. He's fast, but he's got to feel chunky.
He's also invincible.
You know what I mean? He is also invincible.
He heals himself. Now, I mean, what's the upgrade path gonna look like? Is it slowly gonna increase over time of you can upgrade yourself healing, maybe you can heal faster. You're not gonna be bandaging yourself up or taking shots of anything to keep you going.
Right.
It's a self-heal. I wonder how that's gonna play out. I'm very excited to see. I'm sure Insomniac can do that.
I'm sure they're still trying to figure that out.
Maybe. I mean, even claw-wise, weapon-wise, you have your claws. That's it.
You
Spider-Man
pick stuff up.
Yeah. Spider-Man's got all the gadgets.
Stuff.
But what would be those special attacks? It's Wolverine gonna do a spin attack when he jumps in the
trauma.
Air. Yeah. Must be. Villains for the game, James?
I'm guessing Sabretooth.
It feels right. It feels like the smaller story scale. But we've seen a Sabretooth story, will they do a dog?
What do you mean?
In the movies, they've done Sabretooth.
Oh yeah.
In Spider-Man, they did Dr. Negative or Mr. Negative, Dr. Negative.
Yeah.
Which was off the beaten path. Not an original character, right?
Sure.
Wasn't not original.
Not an original character. Not an original character.
I feel like Insomniac would want to bring a slightly obscure character to the forefront of this instead of having like a predictable protagonist,
I just don't know
predictable antagonist.
who Logan interacts with before like any of the X-Men stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I feel like Sabretooth is the OG, like
Yeah.
new Logan before, or I guess like
Mhm.
not before, but like new Logan
Yeah.
prior to him joining the X-Men. And then he like started to meet like Magneto and
Right.
all the other like Juggernaut and all those guys.
Mhm. Do you remember in the bar?
Juggernaut would be sick though.
Juggernaut would be awesome. Yeah. Do you remember in the teaser trailer at the bar, there's a license plate at the bar with like numbers on it, and people related it to it's a Wolverine comic book, and there's mentions to this
Mhm.
comic book all over the place, and it's a Hulk and Wolverine team up
Oh,
comic
shit.
book. But I mean, I don't really think they're gonna do a Hulk. They're not putting Hulk in this game. I don't think. Like maybe that'd be crazy. Like
That would be crazy.
because a Hulk
Because they're
game,
both invincible.
totally. But a Hulk game, I'd want Wolverine could do the small scale, like interior, like stab people. Hulk, you're busting through like everything. Like you have to make these environments that are like totally destructible, but also fun to play as Logan. Like that would be weird. It would be a weird. Could be awesome though. Could be like, peanut butter and chocolate. Just go for it. I don't know.
Could be really cool. I have no idea what it's gonna look like.
Guys,
Do you
if
think it's
you
gonna
want
be
to know
driving?
in this game,
Yeah, do you think it's gonna be driving? How's Logan getting around?
he's a fast runner. He runs.
You're right.
I don't know.
You think we're gonna be sprinting everywhere? It's gonna be a
No.
dead sprint from point A to point B?
I bet you can drive. I mean, we already know we get to wear a cowboy hat, so he probably has a truck. Let's face it. Let's face it. If you guys want to know more about Logan and the Wolverine game by Insomniac, you stay right here at Strictly Casual. We appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you want to watch this entire podcast episode, you can go on podcast platforms and type in Checkpoint by Strictly Casual. It is a blue box with a yellow checkpoint right in there. Yeah, and this is episode 149. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.